Alright, what's up everyone? I'm Loki and I'm back with another video. So today we are here once again with the Miami Dolphins franchise rebuild. Last episode we got through the offseason and we've built a pretty good team. We got some decent threats to put around Max Spiegel, and the offensive line has gotten pretty decent. A good young offensive line, but obviously a lot of room for improvement. Defensively, we have moved from a 3-4 to a 4-3, and we've added some good safeties in the offseason and a very good defensive tackle in the draft. So hopefully we can have more success defensively this year and more success overall, but knowing Madden will probably do worse than we did last season with a 75 overall team. So I'm going to get into the first week of preseason and I will see you there. Alright, so here after week 1 of the preseason, we ended up beating the New York Giants 27-21. And Josh Rosen, he had 3 touchdowns to no interceptions. A very good day for him. The starters aren't really going to get much playing time in these first preseason games, but overall, just we had good touchdowns, not very good yard numbers except for Jakeem Grant. Defensively, we ended up having a little bit more sack production. I think we had 0 sacks in the entirety of the preseason last year, so already doing better. And Jerome Baker had an interception, so not bad whatsoever for our first game of the preseason. I will see you in week 2. Alright, so once again, another win in the preseason. After week 2, we ended up beating the Kansas City Chiefs 42-38, and just a very good day offensively. Josh Rosen had a touchdown, Max Spiegel had a touchdown, but rushing-wise, all 3 of our running backs had a touchdown in this game, so pretty good for them. Defensively, we ended up getting 6 sacks. Darren Lee, Jerome Baker, I don't want to say his name, Christian Wilkins, Tedrick Thompson, and Raekwon McMillan all got a sack. And Bobby McClain and our rookie cornerback Gabriel Walton ended up getting an interception. So very good day defensively despite allowing the team to have 38 points. But beating the Kansas City Chiefs, not bad whatsoever. Alright, so here after week 3 of free agency, we ended up beating the Pittsburgh Steelers 28-0. Just a complete and utter domination. We did very well. Max Spiegel had 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, and rushing-wise, not the greatest game rushing wise, but we didn't really need it. Max Spiegel was going off. And defensively, Darren Lee had 2.5 sacks. And really, we're doing very well defensively. And our backup strong safety, Eric Rowe, had 2 interceptions. So overall, we have been doing very good in this preseason. Alright, so after the final week of the preseason, we end up going 4-0. We took on the 3-0 Seattle Seahawks, and we ended up winning 21-16. Offensively, the backups played most of the game, so not much interesting there. But the main thing that I want to look at is the defensive side of the football. We had a lot of sacks, very good sack production in this preseason. Hopefully that can continue throughout the regular season. And an interception for Vernon Hargreaves. So not bad whatsoever. Throughout the preseason, we did very good. So yeah, I will get into the regular season opener, and I will see you there. Alright, so here we are in the season opener of Season 2. After getting a very good defensive stop, we are here on the offense with Moses Crockett and Max Spiegel. And once again, we are on All-Star Simulation to be playing these games. And hopefully, with a very good preseason, hopefully Madden Sim doesn't mess us up, because we sim most of the games here if you are new to the series. But hopefully Madden Sim does not end up messing us up this season, but that's all we can really hope for. And starting off, a very good play, then a very bad play. Hopefully we can get this first down and make the good drive a special one for the beginning of Season 2. Alright, so sadly after having to punt on our first possession, we are here on the defense. And now, Jerome Baker with an interception. Now, I was not expecting that to actually be thrown because I was right there, but a very good defensive stop. Hopefully we can actually turn this into points this time. Alright, so here on 3rd and 6, after getting that interception, we are looking to make a big play, most likely to Jeremy Grant, and let's just see if he can do anything on that post route. And it looks like he's pretty open, but he couldn't make the contested catch. He's a little short, a pretty bad pass, bad read on my part, but once again, we give the ball back to the Jaguars, but hopefully our defense can come in clutch once again. Alright, so we got the defensive stop that we needed after that interception, and now we once again have the ball, and hopefully we can find some success this time. I'm trying to run the football, but it is just not working. The holes are not opening up, and we're really struggling, but I mean, Moses Crockett, he did very well last season, so he's going to have to continue to carry us on the offensive end, especially with my horrible offensive play with quarterbacks. But, I mean, 1 yard away from the first down, he hasn't done bad so far. All right, so on 4th and 1, I mean, I saw this play in the recommended and it looked interesting, so we're going to run it, and it ends up working out. I mean, 3 offensive linemen on an inside zone. I will take a first down. All right, and back here on 1st and 10, I mean, you got to do it. A jet sweep with John Ross, 97 speed. You got to try it once a game at least. If he can get to the outside and pick up any yardage, it's a good play. 15 yards, not bad whatsoever. Get the offense going, get into enemy territory. All right, so here to start the second quarter, we are 16 yards away from the end zone, and I mean, we got to play it a little conservative. Try not to turn the ball over, and we just got to try to get any success that we can. Any points on the board will be good. Scoring first is definitely a good thing. All right, so 2nd and goal, 1 yard away from the end zone. You know you got to do it. Outside, the halfback toss almost always works, especially with a fast halfback. Shout out to C4. The C4 special never fails. So after a pretty good drive for the Jacksonville Jaguars, they end up getting a field goal. So we're still up 7-3, but a pretty bad defensive possession on our part. Hopefully our offense can get a score before halftime, and then we will receive the second half kickoff, and hopefully we'll score after that too. All right, so now 4 yards away from the end zone with 40 seconds left. We don't get there, but we are 2 yards away, and I mean, once again, we're going to have to do it. We are going to have to do it. The C4 special, I mean, it doesn't ever fail. I mean, it's worked once today. Might as well try it again. But here, let's go left, actually. Let's change it up, go left. We went right last time. Let's go left, and let's just see if it can work out. Fullback picks up a great block, and Moses Crockett just wonks his way straight into the end zone. It works every single time. The C4 special, I mean, just an outside toss, 2 yards, like 1 to 2 yards away from the end zone, outside toss, and there's nothing the defense can do if you have a fast running back. All right, so here after receiving the second half kickoff, we're just going to continue running the ball down their throats. Moses Crockett, he's done very well all game, and our offensive passing situation has struggled, but I mean, if we're running this well, we might as well keep it up. I'll try to get the passing game going a little bit better, so at least it looks like a pretty even game when it comes between rushing and passing, but really the rushing attack is working much better right now. All right, and once again, for the second time this game, we are going to be going to John Ross for a jet sweep. Hopefully it'll work once again, and he gets to the outside and once again gets a first down. Another right around 15-yard gain on that John Ross jet sweep. It's working well. All right, so here on 4th and 6, on our first possession of the second half, we're going for it. We're the Dolphins. We got to do something, and David Njoku looks like he might be in a good position, and a good catch, but David Njoku goes down with an injury. Our new pickup in the season opener goes down with an injury. Hopefully it's nothing too severe because, I mean, he ran a good route. He got open. Now we are on the 1 yard line. You already know what we're doing, and Njoku, he is on the bench. He didn't go into the tunnel, so he looks like he'll be fine, and 1 yard away from the end zone. You know what we're doing. We've done it 2 times this game, and we're going to do it again. It's something that we must do, and hopefully it'll work once again going to the left. It might not, but it's looking like it will. And of course, the C4 special. I mean, shout out to C4. It's worked 3 times in the same game. Might be cheesing a little bit, but if I have the opportunity to give Moses Crockett touchdowns from 1 yard away, might as well do it in the easiest way possible. All right, so after a pretty decent drive by the Jacksonville Jaguars, they were just running it down our throat. They did very well with the run, but then they continued to stick with it and ended up like getting nothing 4 plays in a row. And I don't know why they continued to stick with it, but they just didn't pass almost that entire possession. So they got another field goal. It is now 6-21. All right, once again, I mean, gotta do it. John Ross, jet sweep. If it's open, you gotta take it. And let's just see what he can get this time. He gets to the edge, and it's looking like it's going to be another one of those 15-yard gains. I think that was actually 17, so I think he's gone 15, 16, 17 in the yard category on those jet sweeps. So very nice from John Ross. He's doing very well in the passing game and in the running game. Alright, so after a pretty decent possession, we ended up getting a field goal. It's just going back and forth field goals right now. I mean, not a great offensive possession, but we did end up scoring once again. Alright, so on 4th and 16, the Jaguars are actually going to be going for this. And, I mean, let's just hope someone can get a play on the ball. And although we tipped it up, no interception could be made, but we get the ball back. Honestly, an interception would have put us in worse field position, so good play by our defense. Overall, just a good defensive possession, and we stopped them very easily. Alright, so here we are, 3rd and 10. We haven't really been able to do anything since that defensive stop, but we have a pretty interesting play, it looks like, here. And let's see if we can do anything with it. There is Jeremy Grant open, and if he can make this juke, he takes us to the 1-yard line, and of course, you know what's going to happen. It's almost a given at this point. Moses Crockett, I mean, we're running up his stats, but my God, we have to do it. The C4 special once again for the 4th time this game. Will we be able to get the C4 special? It hasn't failed once. It's probably going to fail because Madden is not going to let us do this, and of course it does, but we'll try to score once again. Moses Crockett sadly could not get that C4 special to go, but let's see if we can get a passing touchdown because we don't have one of those yet, and it'd be nice to get. Alright, so after a very unfortunate tip, we have just been getting a lot of tipped balls going to interceptions, and I mean, not a good play on the offense, and we gave up an interception that took them to the red zone, but hopefully our defense will be able to play defense and get a stop. Alright, so 2 yards away, I don't think the AI will run the C4 special. They're going for a play action, which ends up in a strip sack, which is going to be taken all the way, hopefully, if he does not get caught by Leonard Fournette, which he actually might get caught. Oh, he definitely will. He lost so much stamina so quick, but after a turnover for them that took them to the red zone, we get a turnover to take us to the red zone, so like I said, our defense, they played some defense, they got to stop, and I mean, I guess we're going to continue to try to get this passing touchdown on the offense, but I mean, I will not hesitate to get Moses Crockett his 4th touchdown of the game. Alright, so after being able to do anything on the first 3 plays, I mean, our passing game has just been unproductive. Our receivers are not getting too much space away from their defensive backs, but it's 4th and 10. We're up a lot. We need to try to get some receiving success. And Devontae Parker, he has single coverage. It's looking like a good matchup because Devontae Parker is a big player and he makes big time plays. A great contested catch, and Devontae Parker gets up, flexes on him. A great play by Devontae Parker. 1st touchdown for the passing offense for the season. I mean, that last play did seem pretty unrealistic. It was definitely one of those Madden canned animations, but I think Devontae Parker has a chance to make that play in real life. He's a very athletic, big wide receiver that I would not doubt to make that play. So, I mean, it was a great play by him, and although it is a Madden canned animation, it was relatively realistic. Jesus, John Johnson just got ran over by Leonard Fournette. He didn't stand a chance. My God, that was absolutely disgusting. He just he just got ran over and he just laid there dead. And once again, John Johnson just cannot tackle Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette just powers straight through John Johnson for the 1st touchdown for the Jacksonville Jaguars, but a little too late. We are up over 2 scores with just under 4 minutes left, so it's looking like the game is going to be over no matter what. Alright, so after a failed running attempt and a sack, we're going to throw it up to John Ross. He has single coverage on the outside. He is the fastest player in the game. If he can get there, which he can't, he got overthrown, but I mean, 4th and 19. I'll call a play. I'll call a play. And if I see John Ross open, single coverage, I mean, not single coverage, but still going to throw it to him just because it's John Ross. I would like to see John Ross succeed. Yeah, I'm just going to throw it up to John Ross. We're going to continue to run the clock out. I mean, just over 2 minutes. And, I mean, might as well just go for something. And there we go. Look at that. Pass interference. Alright, so here after the 2-minute warning, 2nd and 6, after that John Ross pass interference call, we're going to be looking at Devontae Parker or John Ross on those outside routes. John Ross looks like he could have the potential to get open, but so can Devontae Parker. Let's just see what happens. Devontae Parker, good route ran, and just a great catch. He is making some great catches. I mean, a great throw fitted in right between those two defensive backs, but Devontae Parker making great players. Big-time players make big-time plays. Not a big-time play, we're just running up the score, but a great catch nonetheless. Oh, and blocked. The kick actually got blocked, and it's going to be ran back. So, I mean, what are you going to do? It's an extra point. They're getting 2 more points. It's going to be 15-37. I was thinking about going for it for a 2-point conversion, but I didn't want to be rude. Looking at it, I should have. Went for the 2-point conversion. John Ross, you're getting this, my guy. There we go. John Ross, get the touchdown. I mean, the Jaguars, they scored again. I don't know if I'm going to show it, but I was using a cornerback, and I was not paying attention. I was on my phone because we were up like 3 scores with a minute left. So they ended up scoring. They tried an onside kick. We got the ball back, and I mean, run up the score, get the passing game some statistics. So 44-23. We are we're winning the game. I'll see you after the game with the post-game stats. Alright, so here after the season opener of Season 2, a very good game for the Miami Dolphins. We just outdid the Jacksonville Jaguars in every statistical category, so we did very good. Max Spiegel, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The 2 interceptions, bad interceptions, but they're my fault. I threw them into contested passes. They got tipped and they got intercepted, but 3 touchdowns made him look pretty decent. Rushing Moses Crockett, his yards per carry went down because of those failed C4 specials at the end of the game, but 3 touchdowns nonetheless. Very good day for him as well. The defense, although the statistical look for the sacks isn't going to be great, only 3 sacks on the day. I mean, not bad whatsoever, but an interception as well for Jerome Baker and a fumble for someone. I don't remember who it was. Darren Lee ended up getting the forced fumble that led to us getting into the red zone, and I don't know if we scored off that or not, but a good play nonetheless. So our defense, although they did score 23 points, or 21 points rather, our defense played very well, and most of those points were kind of garbage time points that didn't really matter anyway. So a good overall game for the Miami Dolphins in the season opener, and yeah, that's going to do it for this video. This episode of the Miami Dolphins franchise rebuild went very well. We went 4-0 in the preseason, and we did very, very well in the season opener. So that's going to do it. I'd like to thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down anything that you'd like to see below. I'm thinking of starting a new series that isn't Madden. We'll see about that. I barely have enough time to be making these videos, so I'll see if I can add another series in, or just any random videos I can make, because I'd like to differentiate the content that I'm adding. But anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day.